Come on. I remember standing not too far from here about a year ago as we were opening the southern portion, and we were standing here with Jeff Weigel from Isles Buns and Coffee. And Jeff sadly passed in April of this year, but as we think about Jeff, he's the kind of person that has made Uptown special. There are so many business owners and people that make this area what it is and what it can be. There are people that contribute greatly. They pour their heart and their vision into making Uptown something truly extraordinary. And now the street is going to be back open. New life is going to be breathed into this awesome neighborhood. And Uptown is going to go through a full change. There will be a renaissance that takes place here. And it is because of all of the people that make this spot incredible. And so on this street now, the traffic is going to be substantially calmed. It will be greener. You're going to have an easier time getting across the street. And whether you are driving, riding a bicycle, or walking along, this will be a place where you want to be. And by the way, this street largely had not been done for about 70 years. We're not just talking about the surface level asphalt. We're talking about the guts of the street had not been completed. And I was just talking to these incredible workers back here, these public works crews that have made this all possible and have gotten this done a bit even ahead of time. And they were telling me that as they were digging up the pipes and they were replacing the water main, and as they were doing all the work, they were taking out streetcar bricks. There was literally rail that was in the street. And they also found this amazing reuses. They took those bricks, they put them on the corners, people took them and using them for their patios. The rail line itself, there are museums that focus on streetcars that have been able to reuse those as well. And so this is truly something special. And whether you're a student that lives in Uptown that can take the E line over to the university, or you're a first grader that will be able to safely ride their bike along the side of the street, or you're a couple going out on a date and you want to take a stroll and walk to a local bar. This is the place to do it. And so here's my ask to everybody. The street is open. I want you to come back to Uptown. Go grocery shopping over at Kowalski's. Head over to the Lowry. Experience all of the incredible offerings that are right here on this amazing street. Uptown is coming back, and you all are going to be a part of it. I want to thank so many people that have helped make this possible. First, can we just give an incredible round of applause to our public works crew? They're the ones that are actually and literally doing this work, and they help make this place what it is and special. There's 100 past and current public works employees who have worked on this project. Second, our Metro Transit partners, who will help make sure residents and visitors and workers get to and from wherever they're going more quickly. Big thank you there. To our Council Vice President, Aisha Chugtai, and our Council Member, Katie Cashman, who are about to speak very shortly, for working hard to help make this project succeed. And of course, to all of the businesses. There's no doubt that construction season, especially this one, has been really hard for a whole lot of them. I appreciate their endurance and their perseverance through some of the most difficult times. I appreciate their partnership in ultimately bringing this thing through to fruition. We're going to work alongside them, and now is a time for everybody to support them. So this is a big day. It's one we've been waiting for quite some time. We're all super proud, and I have the honor of introducing the... Is it you? No, it's you. Yeah. I have the honor of introducing Council Vice President Aisha Chugtai.
Good morning. My name is Aisha Chugtai. I represent Ward 10 on the Minneapolis City Council, which includes this part of Hennepin Avenue. And I'm really excited to be here today to celebrate this generational investment in this community. This project has been about a decade in the making, with the first community engagement that began back in 2018. And I want to first thank the people that live in this community that showed up to participate throughout that process that lasted several years, because you understood that people who choose to live here do so because this is a walkable neighborhood, this is a bikeable neighborhood, and a transit-friendly community, and you wanted to be able to safely access the amenities that exist within this community. And I think as a result of your advocacy, we see the product here today. I want to lift up some of the incredible improvements that have been made to this street. First, we've got better sidewalks that are easier to navigate, where we can see more sidewalk cafes in the summertime. We've got a protected bike path in both directions. As the mayor pointed out, right, like this can be everything from the people that live in this community to our young people that are going to Ella Baker, using that bike path to safely get to and from school. We also added in a median into the street, which is going to help reduce the crashes that were happening here. This used to be, Hennepin Avenue used to be one of the most dangerous streets for pedestrians, transit riders, drivers, and cyclists in the state. And as a result of what we have done with this street, we're going to see a significant reduction in accidents happening here, which is ultimately going to make this community safer. We know that more people coming to Uptown is going to breathe life into Uptown. And the investments to bus rapid transit here and the dedicated transit routes are going to be a huge part of making this area a place where people are wanting to come. It is easy to get here. It is easy to navigate. And I couldn't be more excited. Thank you all for being here. We're excited to welcome you back to Uptown. And with that, I'm going to introduce my colleague, Councilmember Cashman.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Katie Cashman. I'm the council member for the 7th Ward on the west side of Hennepin, and I chair the Climate and Infrastructure Committee at the city. So it's been such an honor to help work through this project in the last couple of years throughout my first term here. And I know that Uptown is really going through an evolution right now, and I'm very excited that this is an inflection point. This is the start of a new era for Uptown, where we're going to see a lot of people enjoying this space. With the rise in unsafe driving in our city, as well as the climate crisis, it's very important for us to take these steps to fix our streets, to make them safer, to support mode shift so people can truly walk and bike and take the bus to where they want to go. In addition to this street opening today, we're also taking steps to really invest in the Uptown community, and I'm excited that in tandem with this street reopening, we also have about 229 units of housing that will be built on the southern end of Hennepin. We're also welcoming our Vibrant Storefronts program into the intersection at Lake and Hennepin, which is supporting our entrepreneurs to take up the vacant commercial spaces and start their businesses. We're also seeing a truly creative industries moving into Uptown with a new jazz club opening on 28th and Hennepin and Heart of the Beast Puppet Theater on 24th and Hennepin. So I'm really excited for what's to come for Uptown, and I just want to invite everyone to spend time here during the month of December. We will be celebrating with a month-long event called Holidays on Hennepin, really walking folks to the businesses along Hennepin, celebrating them, decorating them, turning on the lights, turning on the holiday cheer. So welcome to Hennepin. And I do want to take a moment to thank all of the Public Works leaders, Adam Heo, Justin Giese, Don Elwood, for their diligence to the community. They really went the extra mile to preserve over 100 trees along Hennepin Avenue, to move stormwater infrastructure when it didn't quite align with business needs. And they even built wildlife ramps to make sure that bunnies and other animals could safely navigate the street during construction. And so that's what makes Minneapolis special. And with that, I'll turn it over to our amazing Public Works Director, Tim Sexton.
Thank you, Council Member. My name is Tim Sexton. I serve as Public Works Director for the City of Minneapolis. I can't overstate how thrilled we are to get to this point today, to open up traffic a week ahead of schedule. So, yes. So as mentioned in detail, this project is going to add a lot of new multimodal facilities, making it safer to bike, walk, take transit throughout the corridor. And I want to throw out just a little bit of numbers for you all. So on this project, we built over 1.1 miles of new protected bikeway through one of the busiest areas for bicycling in the entire city, making it easier and safer for people and families to bike around Uptown, Lowry Hill, the Wedge, and to get to Uptown from all over the city. Making it more comfortable to walk along the corridor by building wider sidewalks, adding more separation between people and traffic, and shortening crossing distances at intersections. Adding dynamic transit priority lanes, bus rapid transit stations, and transit signal priority along the corridor to decrease transit time from Uptown to downtown by 30% when the new Metro Transit E-Line is opened in early December. In general, these improvements are going to make it easier to get to and from and to live in Uptown, regardless of how you choose to travel, whether that's bike, walk, transit, or driving a vehicle. In addition to the improvements on the surface that everyone can see and they're really exciting, we made a lot of improvements underneath the ground that are equally important but a little less visible. That includes relocating 21 fire hydrants, replacing 25 lead service lines, relocating all kinds of water mains and valves. We're helping to protect the nearby lakes and waterways and reducing flooding risks by adding 70 new infiltration features like bioswales, stormwater planter boxes, tree trenches, and culverts, adding over 1 mile of new storm pipe and 4,800 feet of new sanitary pipe. And these efforts combined should reduce the amount of total suspended solids and phosphorus that are entering our nearby precious lakes by about 70%. So really exciting for the environment. All right. And finally, this is a really big deal for a project like this in the city in an urban environment with a lot of stuff happening to be on schedule and within budget. And as mentioned, over 100 people past and present in the city have worked on this project since 2019 or 2018 when early project planning began. But that said, as much credit as our public works staff deserve, this goes well beyond just city staff. Really, we want to thank our project partners from Kimley Horn, Alliant, SEH, Meyer Contracting, Centerpoint and Excel, the Minneapolis Park Board, and Metro Transit. We can't do that with these big projects without a collaboration and partnership with a lot of different folks. And that said, I want to give a special thank you to our project manager, Adam Heo. Over the last 2 years, has been working diligently to keep businesses informed, doing all we can to preserve access to businesses, addressing media requests, and getting this project delivered again on time and within budget. So a big kudos to him. Team effort, but there's somebody who's taking the brunt of the emails, the conversations, and all the complaints. So kudos to Adam. And finally, I'll wrap up. We are so thrilled to get this project open to traffic, but I want the community to know there's, if you've ever heard of like a punch list items, there's a few things that we're going to be wrapping up over the next few weeks. So you'll still see our crews in the area, and there might be some temporary short-term lane closures. But in general, this project is open. We are so thrilled. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to some of our local business leaders, Bonnie, Dan, and Timothy. Thank you.
Hi everybody, my name is Bonnie Gilson. It's Bonnie Gilson. I am at Specs Optical on 22nd and Hennepin. We've been open for over 30 years and I've been there for over 20. First, I am very excited for the no more potholes, especially on Franklin and Hennepin. You can lose your vehicle in the, and now it's over, so very happy about that. Secondly, and most important, I really want to thank the construction team, all of the workers that have worked so hard. It has been very exciting almost to see them work so very hard. Justin, Adam, and everybody was working before I got to work, and after I left at 7 p.m., they were still working hard. So really, really amazing, and thank you. Wonderful communication through the entire project. If I had any questions, they were there right away, and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the problem was over and solved. So I cannot thank them enough for that. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to really welcome everybody back to the businesses that have gone through all of this for the past 2 years. We have wonderful new businesses coming into the area, which are going to be really important to support. And also all of the old businesses and existing businesses that have been here for 30 plus years. So please, 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 everybody, come down to Uptown and support us and come back. It's a wonderful place to be and a wonderful place to work. And thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Well said. Come on up, Dan.
Hi, my name's Dan Leitner. I'm the store manager of the Kowalskis,
Yes.
right over this way here. Thanks for coming. This is great. What a turnout here, too. We are thrilled that this is happening. I mean, to say this was easy the last 2 years, would be lying, of course. It was difficult. But we made it through. Especially want to thank our customers because they did find us. I mean, we really thought this was not as bad as we thought it would be. So definitely thank our customers. And I got Timothy here, too. I don't got too much else to say, but we're kind of doing this holidays on Hennepin, which we heard vibrant a few times today, which we really want to get this area vibrant again. I mean, I can't be more than enough about that. The construction crew, boy, Justin, Adam, very impressed with the communication, which we've heard too from Bonnie. We had a conference Zoom call every Friday, which helped us answer questions, kept us up to date on the project. Any problems we had, went right to Justin, we solved them quick. Say that there wouldn't be gaps through this would be lying too, of course, but, we worked through those gaps. So I'm going to introduce Timothy here from our store. He's the head of the food experience at the store. We're going to talk about holidays on Hennepin. Yeah, kind of excited for it.
Hey, thanks, Dan. My name's Timothy Holtz, Holtz. I've been a 33-year resident on Hennepin Avenue. I work at Kowalski's, and I'm just honored to be here to represent Kowalski's, who's so committed to be in this neighborhood and to be a neighborhood store. I'm also a volunteer for Holidays on Hennepin Committee, which we are working to bring vibrancy back to the neighborhood. So we're going to be having a month-long event from Thanksgiving through to the first New Year's Day, and Kowalski's is going to be part of that along with about 70 local businesses. And so what we're asking is people from the metro to come visit this beautiful, fun, vibrant neighborhood with our beautiful new street, and we hope that we will see you then.
All right. Thank you. So, construction is some of the necessary work that we do as a city, and when we do that, it's necessary that we all work together, and I think that's what today is reflecting. Thanks so much, everybody, and you got any questions? The press? No? Great. Thanks, everybody. The street's open.
Let's get this thing open.
Everybody stay in place. I think we're going to stay. I think they're going to bring, Yep. Should we move this on one? Up front one?
All right. Everybody, let's do this. You ready? Come on in, guys.
Come on up.
Want to get on either side there? Yeah, you got to do the Ward 10, Ward 7 side.
We're on the correct side.
All right, get the sides. You ready?
You gotta pull it tight.